Hello and welcome to the Superscript New Comic Minute. Look who's back! Nick's
Hello.
back.
That's right.
We've got a bunch of new comics.
I got lost. Couldn't find my way back to the New Comic Minute.
Don't worry, we'll also have Thorn on. I know many of you have grown very accustomed to them telling you about every single X book every single week. But we're going to have a more alternating crew now, which I know we've promised before, but we mean it this time, we think. Anyways, Nick, what books are you excited about this week?
Oh, let's see. So we've got a big one here from James Tynion. We've got World Tree. First issue is here. Remember the internet in the late 90s? Well,
I sure do.
yeah, it was great. But in this, some folks discover the dark side of the internet. I think they call it the undernet. But anyway, they discovered that, and it's not great. And then cut to present day. There is someone who is using that dark internet, the dark web, to do terrible things.
I thought you were going to make it through the whole thing without saying dark web.
No.
You got so close.
Unrelated to Marvel's dark web. Yeah, so this looks very good. I really like the layouts that I'm seeing so far in this. But anyway, James Tynion, always worth checking out. So looking forward to that. Also, speaking of that author, we got Blue Book number 3, which is his series kind of on like cryptids and has kind of a noir look to it as well, if you like aliens and stuff like that. Also, art by Michael Avon Oeming, which is always a treat to behold. Then we got Star Wars Darth Vader Black, White, and Red by Jason Aaron with art by Leonard Kirk, which is just a good name. And also the art is really great. So it's all in black, white, and red, like the name suggests, and it's like others in these series of black, white, red books. It's an anthology, so you're getting a bunch of different Darth Vader stories in a very stylized look. It looks like, oh wait, Pete Momoko has, okay, Pete Momoko does the art in one story. That makes sense, because
in there somewhere.
I looked at one, I was like, that looks a lot like Pete Momoko stuff, so that explains it. Cool, so looking forward to that. If you're a fan of the Star Wars, then check that out. Then, also Marvel, we got some more Alien for you. This series has been great. This is the start of, the third arc, I believe?
Yeah.
So this has been awesome. So this is a new jumping on point if you haven't been keeping up. This is by Declan Shelby, who does some really good small press stuff, Time Before Time, some other great stuff. So yeah, looking forward to this. Those first 2 story arcs were really great. So looking to see what Declan Shelby can do there. Then we got Deep Cuts by Kyle Higgins of Radiant Black. I actually don't know much about this other than this looks wonderful, and it seems to be following a musician in not present day, maybe in the 1917 New Orleans. So that's going to be cool. Don't know much about it, but I'm intrigued.
It's rad to see him writing something like this, because you mostly know him from like the Radiant Black stuff
and like very superhero stuff.
Yeah, this is very much not that.
Looks a little more grounded. Yeah.
I'm excited to read it. I think it's only like 3 issues too, and they're big, like honking, got a spine, size issues.
Looking forward to that. Then we have The Ambassadors by Mark Millar and Frank Quietly. This looks awesome.
So wait, Frank Quietly just did the cover, right?
No, does all the interiors, looks incredible. And this is the story of, a world full of people, and 6 of them have superpowers. So, okay. 8 billion people, 6 can have superpowers. Who do you choose? I don't know. I guess we'll find out what that means. Maybe there's some organization that's going to choose.
Like between this and 8 Billion Genies, there's a lot of comics that are like, there are a lot of people in the world, huh?
What if some of them were powerful?
Yeah.
But or all of them. Looks cool. So looks cool. Great team.
Yeah, that's a second printing.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that sold out really fast. I imagine the second printing will sell out equally fast.
Yeah, so get that while you can. Then I got a couple trades here. We got Cosmic Ghost Rider, the Donny Cates collection here in a big soft cover. So first time here in one collection. So that's awesome. check that out for some Cosmic Ghost Rider. And then lastly, we got Demons of the Shadow Realm #1, a manga by Hiromu Arakawa, the creator of Full Metal Alchemist. So if you're looking for a new one by that creator, this looks really cool.
Yeah, it's exciting.
The art looks great. So looking forward to that. What are you looking forward to this week?
I got a bunch of stuff. So I am excited so we are beginning the Dawn of DC, which means we are restarting, not restarting, but like we are at a new jumping on point for all of the major DC titles. And there's some big changes about like the Titans have kind of replaced the Justice League, like Nightwing's got a more central role. So a lot of characters that have become fan favorites over the years are now actually playing like that outsized role in DC Comics, one of which is Harley Quinn, and this is a brand new arc, brand new writer. Tini Howard is now taking over this book, so despite being issue 28, this is like a new place to start for Harley Quinn. Looks really good. I like Tini Howard. Tini Howard, I think, often gets put on books like right after the biggest name in comics has left them, kind of thing, and always does a really good job. So it's nice to see her getting some like marquee placement on a book like Harley Quinn at the Dawn of DC. We also have Dawn of DC #1. He's finally back. Green Arrow, written by Joshua Williamson. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I like Green Arrow a lot, and we haven't had a good Green Arrow comic, or we haven't had
yeah.
any Green Arrow comic in a while. And Joshua Williamson's great. We have, I'm just going to call it out because issue 1 just came out, and we still have some copies on the shelf, but the new Doom Patrol run, it's Doom Patrol. That's all I should have to say. But yeah, issue 1 was great. Really looking forward to it. Culver did a great job. It's as weird and goofy and strange as you would hope it would be. And I'm not super familiar with Burnham, but the art looks great. Or like fitting for it has like old like Steve Dillon vibes in some ways, like really expressive characters. And then we've got some Marvel stuff. We've got Avengers Beyond. The second issues of the new Avengers Beyond series. We have the first issue. We've still got some in stock. I really liked it. Landy's doing a good job with it. It's a very Avengers storyline. It's got all of your favorites. It's got Iron Man. It's got Wasp. It's got Black Panther. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. And we've got the new Thing mini. We've got issue #2. I'm holding up the variant cover because the A cover is too creepy to look at. But yeah, no, he's getting all of his rocks pulled off of his flesh, which apparently he has muscle underneath.
Yeah.
So it's really it's not pleasant looking.
That explains how he has teeth, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to think about it, but so if you want the Thing to yell clobber in time and to contemplate the body horror implicit in his ongoing continued existence, issue #1 of Clobber in Time was really good. Issue #2. The art inside is great and not horrific. Well, no, it's still horrific. There, look, he's getting his rocks pulled off of his muscle. All right. I'm just gonna let Nick look at that for the rest of the episode here. Also from Marvel, we got a trade that I'm excited about. We've got Exterminators. It's a shame Thorne is not here to talk about this one because they would tell you that this is currently, I think, their favorite X book. So I'm not gonna get into it. Maybe we'll recap this one again next time. It does have Jubilee. I mean, it's also got X-23. It's got a bunch of great characters. It's by Leah Williams. So if you missed this in issues, check it out now, or if you just want it for the shelf so you can reread it. It exists. Finally, I have a big stack of trades that I want to go through. I can't remember the name of the event, but a while ago, DC Warner Brothers announced that they were, hey, we're doing a bunch of new DC movies. James Gunn is directing most of them, or involved in some way in most of them, and we're kind of like resetting what it means to make DC movies. And they're all based on some pretty important, good comics, like classic runs on those series, and then they reprinted all of those series. So I just wanted to go through them real quick. We've got Grant Morrison and Andy Kubert's Batman and Son and Batman and Robin, so the whole like Damian Wayne Batman arc. So that would be really excited to see something that involves Damian on the big screen. Looking forward to that. We've got Booster Gold, probably the best Booster Gold in my opinion is Jeff Johns 52 pickup. Definitely worth checking out. Booster Gold is a total jerk most of the time, but it's a well done book, and I really like Booster. We also have Wonder Woman Paradise Found, which this is one of the few that I actually haven't read. I've not read Jimenez's run on this, but I hear it's one of the really good So looking forward to checking it out myself. One of my favorite comics ever, The Authority. It has been written by Busiek, Warren Ellis, and Morrison, Millar rather, all who did a great job on it. This is the Warren Ellis, Brian Hitch stuff. Boy, oh boy, is this a good comic, especially in the context of when it came out. Yeah, this is in the Wildstorm days, so this is, you should read this comic. And then, probably for the first, I don't even know if this was ever collected and traded before, but the Creature Commandos. If you're not familiar with the Creature Commandos, join the club of people the world over who are not familiar with Creature Commandos. But we're getting a Creature Commandos show or movie, I can't remember which.
Yeah.
But World War II's weirdest warriors.
Yeah.
There's Frankenstein, there's Wolfman. There's Dracula. Not sure who this guy is.
Weird warriors.
But yeah, so also have not read this. Looking forward to learning more about the weird warriors of World War II, the Creature Commandos. Well, that's all we've got for this week. Remember, we've got 1 week left till Free Comic Book Day, which is May 5th and May 6th, right? I got that date right?
Yep.
All right. So we've got a ton of stuff going on the evening of May 5th over at Bottle House across the street, and in the store will be opening up at midnight. And then on Saturday, we have a ton of events. We have a ton of local creators, artists, writers. We have a cosplay contest. There'll be probably some Ghostbusters or some Star Wars folks in attendance. It'll be a big thing, as it is every year. So if Nick and I look really tired, and everybody here looks really tired for the next 2 weeks and the week following, that's why. But yeah, make it out. Don't miss it. It's the event of the year. It always is. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, great to have you back, and we will see you next week.